friends, I just want to let you know 2017 was a great year. I'm starting 2018 out fresh, and I'm changing a few things, and I just want to let you know what I'm changing from now on. First of all, I'm using a wide-angle lens on my phone. I'm going to be using the image stabilizer, and I have a light attached to it as well. That's number one. Number two, no more vlogging down here. I'm going to, from now on, vlog up here, because when I watch back the footage, I hate when I'm looking up at me. I want to be looking directly at me as if you were standing right in front of me. So I'm changing that. Also, I'm changing the mood to more fast. Now, here's the reason why. Most of you that are subscribed to my channel know that I'm usually a pretty energetic person, so when I vlog, it's just completely unlike me, and it's because I'm talking to no one, I'm talking to a camera. So I'm, from now on, going to be bringing the energy that I would normally have with my friends to the camera, just better vlogging, better editing, all together. And I'm going to be trying to post one vlog every week. It's going to be super hard for me, considering I have nothing to post, and it's just, it's really hard to get everything edited and filmed and everything, and the fact that I'm really freaking lazy. But before this video begins, I want to show you something. Over here, I had just added this floating desk, and if you watched my Snapchat story not too long ago, you can see that all the cables, which I didn't show, are all under there and everything, and they're all zip tied nicely. But I added this foam. I also added the Wii and set it up completely. And recently, we just found out that there was a gap in the wall, and you can see straight through it, and a whole lot of cold air was coming in, so we just filled that. We just got done with that and everything. And also, because this is not going to be in the later vlog, we added this. Now this is a drawer slide that we attached to this piece of wood, and it's just deep enough to house remotes, 2 sets of games, other remotes and stuff like that, and microphone for vlogging. Now, as I am not currently using my microphone, I will be in later vlogs, and I just don't want to get it out because there's so much work to attach with the gimbal and everything, and it's just not worth it. Also, I'm in the middle of vacuuming my room floor right now, and I need to put this back to where it goes, because it's not supposed to be right there, it's supposed to be over there. And this gimbal does not function when it has a big heavy light on it, but that's alright. So I have to just try to move it very slowly. And we're almost partly done filling in that wall over there, and then our room is pretty much set for right now. Now, I know what you're thinking is just like, it's not set, you don't have any drywall, and I'm getting drywall hopefully pretty soon. And when we get drywall, I'm going to have an L-shaped desk over there, and maybe one over here, but I'm not quite sure about it. And also, sometime this week, I believe, I'm going to be getting a gaming PC, and so my gaming channel that I will leave down in the description below, or in the comments or something, is going to be getting put to use, because I'm going to be able to put games and stuff on it because of getting a computer. Now, I don't know what's inside this computer, but I know it's going to be really freaking fast, whatever it is. I do know, like, once I get it, I will let you know the specs of, like, an i7 Pentium, i3 or i5 or something like that, or a Xeon chip, and then what graphics card and power supply and all that. But anyways, I will list the time on the screen somewhere around here of what time you need to skip the boring part of this vlog, and then you get to the more interesting stuff, where we're using this bad boy, this go-kart, and yeah, this thing is just so awesome. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get it done, but my plan was to go out and buy a computer. I was going to get a 2008 Mac Pro with 2 CPUs. It was the top of the line. You know, look up just Mac Pro, not a MacBook, a Mac Pro and everything, and I was going to be set. But now that I don't have to pay for that, and I could just get the computer from one of my friends, I'm going to get that computer for him, because he's getting a new one, so I'm going to get that, and so I don't have to pay for that, and now I can pay for the go-kart, and like maybe get some rims and wheels and get it rolling at least. Also, I don't know when or if I'm going to be making a 2017 review video, kind of like Logan Paul. Actually, speaking of Logan Paul, I was thinking for a long time I had this great idea of impersonating him for one day, and I think I would love to impersonate his 2017 review video, and I would just, like, let me know if you think that would be funny for me to do. Also, the sound, I know what you're hearing is just like, why does he sound like a robot? My image stabilizer just so happens to be like right next to my microphone right there. So the motor is interfering with the sound waves and makes it sound weird. That's why I need to use the microphone, and the overall quality of the microphone is just a lot better. So I need to use that. But like I said, it's just a lot of work, and you're probably like, how is it a lot of work to connect the microphone? Because there's a whole bunch of stuff in the way. I have to adjust my phone and get it all right, and I don't want to do that right now. So I'll stop rambling on now, and here's the vlog. My name is Turkey Squad 13, and welcome back to another beautiful vlog. Tonight is, well, this is just kind of explains what tonight was. These little freaking zip ties looks like a bunch of spiders on camera. But yeah, I've been taking off just this little bit of wire right here and this whatever's left, because they didn't do anything. Previously they did, but the lights are now busted. We're missing one. I don't even know if that works. We have a new engine, so it's not the original engine. Therefore, the starter that was on the original engine is not on this one, so that thing to start the engine does nothing. Anyways, we have been fiddling with this little piece of crap right here is what's holding me from driving this thing. There's nothing wrong with the engine despite how it looks. It's ridiculous, this little tiny piece. And what it does is, for the cable, which I lost, it holds the black cable in place, and there is a silver metal cable that runs through the black cable back here and to this to go, so the engine will go. Right now, it's nothing because it's no wire. The wire is pretty much trash because it wasn't moving inside the black wire, so it wasn't doing its job. But soon, or whenever, I will be installing a cam, performance exhaust, a carburetor, that's about it, on this thing, and then we will be putting this engine on the race kart, which we don't have yet, but I will hopefully get soon, and get a smaller, a lot smaller, what's the word, it'll come to me in a second. But anyways, then we'll put out on there and hopefully reach speeds of around 60 miles an hour. That's very fast for a go-kart. And this one's going to be my trail kart, which I will use on the trail. And another reason why I'm taking this wiring off is because, one, it does nothing. Two, I have to take everything off of this thing to sand it and paint it. What I'm doing is I'm painting the whole body red. This pedal and these little cable or pieces of metal that connect to them, and all of the bolts will be black. And the seat frame will be black as well. And just pretty much little accents here and there of black, and so will the rims be black. They're very rusty. The back ones are alright, but the front ones are just really rusty for some reason. So yes, this is what I'm doing on the kart after I take all of this crap off of it. I get a new steering wheel maybe. I get new tires because they're worn out, dry, cracked, and don't hold air. Dry rotted. So that is what I'm doing to this kart. And this is about it for today because it's around 9:30ish, around there. And I'm just now cleaning up the crap. So once I clean this up, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll get started on it. My name is Turkey Squad 15, and we're about to go around 30 miles an hour on this falling apart go-kart. This back part of the roll bar already broke off because of how bumpy and how fast we're going. I'm about to make your grandma cry. Let's get to it. Now, it might not look like much on camera, but when you're on this thing, it is so fast. I don't have much battery left, but we've been doing this lately, where we open the door and let all the chickens out. Have fun, guys! Yay! They're all coming out now. Well, most of them are. Gucci's still inside with her sister. Yay! They're all coming out pecking grass. Yay! So I'm done with the go-kart because the clutch is about worn out.
No, it's not.
Really? So we need a torque converter. So, because the clutch is slipping. Anyways, it runs fine. It's rattling itself to pieces though. Anyways, just thought I'd let you know that. This is not the end of the vlog, so don't click away. But anyways, I'm gonna watch these guys and I'll see you whenever I get working on the go-kart again, because I'm done for today. And I'm gonna hang out with the chickens. So, I'll see you later. Okay, so, like I said, I wasn't ending the vlog earlier. And now it's at least a full week later. I just got out of the bed, so that explains this. Anyways, yesterday we went to go buy this go-kart frame. So, this is an expensive frame, but we got it for $30. And I had this rear axle ring around so I could, you know, attach it. But these brackets are too small, so I need to go get new brackets. And the seat, the go-kart's pretty good. I'm not leaving it like this. I will sand it down and paint it and make it look very nice. I'm going to be painting it black like it is. And we need new front, or at least fix that bearing, because that one's not working out. But yeah, it's going to take a bit of work to get there. And on my other go-kart, I have the engine. I'm going to put it on there. Like I said, it's going to be a while. But this is what I'm working on. I'm getting a torque converter, and I have the steering wheel, the rims, and a few other things that I need to order. But I cannot find tires yet. But right now it's great. So I'm going to continue working on this and see you later. And the floor panel is now officially out. This thing has been used. So yes, the floor pan is now out. This thing needs to be, I took this bolt out, so don't think that's just missing. But this whole front assembly here needs to be, it's trash, so I need to buy a new one. The floor panel is broken here, but I think it'll be okay. I can easily fix that. But yeah, this thing's coming along. I think I'm going to take off the steering next so I can get it ready for paint. I'm going to paint it sometime this weekend, hopefully, so I can get it done quickly. So maybe I can take it apart in time and sand it all down, so maybe I could start painting tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to continue working. Alright, this is the weekend, so you should get used to me not fixing my hair. But anyways, this is what the go-kart frame is like right now. Like I said earlier, these do not quite fit in these holes here. They fit, and then there's no other hole. They don't fit quite across because the bearing is too big. So we either need to make an adapter plate for that, or we need to get bigger brackets because these ones are too small. And anyways, I've been working on the front a bit here. The front seems like it has a lot more layers of paint and primer. And it looks like maybe at one time this thing was painted like a red. And so I'm not going to take all the paint off. I'm just going to take this outer layer of rough paint off and then sand this down. And so we just paint over this because it is a lot of work to get this off. So I'm not going to do that. And another thing is, this arm I think is aluminum. That one is steel. This has a bunch of washers, which I'm going to do on this side. But that side was a different, it was a locking bolt. This side has a very, very rusty thing, and it's just like I have to clean that out and lubricate it. But I'm not going to do that until I get it painted because you cannot have any oil on the frame until, you can't have any oil on it until after you paint it. Even like finger oils, you can't have any finger oils before you paint it because the paint more than likely will not stick as well. I'm taking this very seriously. I want this thing to look really good. Everybody else says, like right here, all this rust and stuff, they said just like don't worry about it, but I want to do it properly, so I'm going to take this arm off along with that one and get all this rust and paint in here, and then get this bracket all good too. And then in here, I can't really get the Dremel doesn't do a good job of getting the stuff with the wire wheel brush, so I probably have to get a different attachment for the Dremel to get in there because the big drill will not fit in there. And right now this is what is going on with this. So it is going pretty well, and it looks like this axle is the right size, thank goodness. But the only problem is the brackets. So we need to get new brackets. And then today we're going to get a few new bolts. We're going to get some bolts for the front end here for the new front piece because I don't know if it comes with bolts or not. Got to get a bolt to hold the steering in because you don't want that flapping around while you're driving it, do you? No. And a few other spots need new bolts, and I think we're going to replace these bolts here holding the seat in because they're all, pretty rusty and don't want to wait for them to cure in vinegar and stuff like that. So we're just going to replace a lot of the bolts so they're all good. And this is what is happening with this right now. So anyways, I will see you, I guess, after we get the bolts and have it put together with the bolts and stuff. And also, I just recently found out this floor pan is made out of fiberglass, so you can't really take all this rubber crap off. And I haven't looked it up, but since this is an expensive brand, I would assume this floor pan is probably like 60, 70 bucks. The new seat is 120 bucks, and a new front bumper is 60. So I think I'll just spray over this. Alright, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we have the go-kart now on this thing so I can roll it around and stuff, and so it's elevated quite high so I don't have to bend over. Started working on this, and yeah, I will see you later. We're on our third coat of primer on the top, and we're about done with it. And it looks white on camera, but it's more of like a grayish. But anyways, we were going to get started on the black soon after we get done with this final third layer. And since I forgot to set up a time lapse for this, I will set up a time lapse for the black, because that will be the most noticeable, considering it is a severe color change from gray to black. So I will see you then. And this thing is black, you might not be able to tell the difference, but I got a new coat on the floor pan. The back of the seat was painted, as you could see, and I got a few more spots that I had missed earlier on the nice shiny gloss. Tomorrow I'm going to work on the arms for the steering, because they are all rusty, but my camera won't pick that up for some reason. Yeah, anyways, that's that. And I'm about to sit in this for the first time since I got it done, which is like 3 or 4 weeks. So, let me get in here. Okay, so, it's taking a turn on the weather. Before, I couldn't stand it because it's so hot outside. Now it's so cold outside, I can't stand it. But, my DJI, using the image stabilizer today. But anyways, I haven't taken a video of it since I got it done, but the go-kart has very nice glossy finish, and everything's just very nice. And I repainted the floor pan. I sadly don't have a before and after of that. And I put back on the seat, but the bolts are not fully on yet. None of the bolts are fully on yet. But I'm right now working on the steering column, because this is the only thing that I haven't painted, and I'm just taking the original paint off real quick so I can paint it right now. And then once I get that on, I can get the whole steering assembly on right there. And then after that, I can put the axle on, and then after that, I can order parts, and we can start putting the wheels, the sprocket, chain, engine mount, the new front bumper, and a few other things. I'm just not going to ramble down the list here. But then we can start putting it together, and you'll see it in the part 2. Yes, I know, I'm going to have to wait till part 2. But I'm going to finish working on this. Just wanted to film it before it got dark so you could actually see the go-kart. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. We bought it for $30, and that's what the title of this video is, $30 go-kart. But right now, it's probably worth a solid, maybe at least $300 now that I redid the floor pan, seat, and body with paint and primer. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling on now, and I'm gonna continue to get to work, so I will see you later. Yeah! Oh, you probably got to give it a little bit of gas. Alright, so they are officially here. We have the parts right here all in this box. I don't know how all of the rear end, including the axle sprocket and all that crap, I don't know how it all fit in this tiny box, but whatever. We're going to start opening it and get right to it. Okay, so we are going to start off with the hubs. I got 3 hubs. One is for holding on the sprocket, and then the other 2 are for holding on the wheels. So that's some. Got a new clutch because the other one was trashed, so that's good. So we got our sprocket mount here and our 2-piece sprocket. And if I didn't mention already, most of these parts are from Go Power Sports and BMI Kart. Alright, we got our 2 bearings, our axle bearings, all our nuts, and 2 little nuts, I think, that are for the clutch, I think. Wow, this thing's just falling, isn't it? Alright, so we got our 2 axle mounts, but I don't need them because there's already some. There's already some welded onto my go-kart. And then we got our bearing brackets. And then last but not least, we got our 40-inch super wide axle for the super monster inch tires I'm putting on here. So yeah, this is all the parts I got for now. If you want to buy this kit, this was a kit, I will leave a link in the description. And I'm going to get started on assembling this thing, so I will see you then. And I just want to mention, these parts are like super oily. They got my hands really black. Like, I don't know why they're so oily. Like, even the plastic, I don't know, they were like freaking dipped in oil. It was horrible. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, it comes with a pretty long chain here. So yeah, and then a chain connector, so you can shorten your chain to whatever length that you want. And that, I think, is all. Wait. Oh, I didn't actually see this. We got our bearing lockers and clips. See if there's anything else. And we got our axle key. And all of this comes with the kit. So I'm going to start, like I said already, I'm going to start assembling the rear end, and I will see you then. So I just got done with the kart, and there's not as I got done earlier than I expected. Oh, these are all the parts that I haven't used yet, because I have not gotten the wheels yet, so I cannot use those. But I did get the 2-piece sprocket on, and the 1 1/4 inch axle. And I got all the bearings and everything situated. The bearings are not locked down though, so I cannot find an Allen key that fit these. So I have to find an Allen key to fit these. And I just brought the engine down here for reference to see about what it's going to look like. It's not going to have that, hopefully not going to have that huge exhaust on it. Eventually it's not going to have this giant air box and everything with a new carburetor, and it's going to be tilted slightly forward because of the engine mount. So this is what it looks like now, and it looks pretty good. I really like the way this new axle looks on here, and I have been having trouble trying to find brackets to fit this, but this bracket fit perfectly, so I'm super stoked about that. I was going to consider not painting these to give it some rustic look, but I feel like I need to paint this now, make it look all nice. So I'm going to do that eventually. Leave down in the comment section below whether you'd like to see me just normally paint these arms or plasti dip them. Let me know down in the comment section below. Got a lot of rust on it, but it's chrome, so I can't really paint it. I can paint these, but these don't really look bad, so I'm not going to fool with those or anything. So yes, I will see you later when we get our next order of parts, because this is all we got so far. I think our next order is going to be the engine mount, and then that way I can mount the engine, put the chain and the new clutch on and everything, and then I can fire up the engine and test it and make sure it all works good. And after that, we can, holy crap, that is a lot of birds. It doesn't look like it on camera, but it's just, in person, that's a lot of birds. We're gonna get the wheels and I think the wheels and rims and engine mount next. And then after that, we're going to get the steering wheel, gas pedals, new front bumper, and I don't know if I get in a new control arm or not. If I get a new one, you're gonna have to replace both of them because it won't be the same. And yeah, this is how the kart is looking right now, and it's looking pretty good.